Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Leah Garvey. We are just going to have a quick update, travel restrictions to the Philippines. Yesterday, the Bureau of Immigration given us an update, but sad to say, it is actually the same as the other day, that the only people are allowed to travel to the Philippines are still be Filipino, Filipino dual citizen, former Filipino and their dependents who are traveling with them, foreign nationals who are holding a special residence retiree visa, and to those foreigners who are holding a 9A visa. Sad to say, you will still need to get a travel exemptions from the Department of Foreign Affairs. Only foreigners who are holding a special residence retirees visa are the one that need to present a travel exemption. Also, to those people who had been vaccinated in the Philippines, when they return back to the Philippines after they get their vaccine there, when they get there, they will only be quarantined for 7 days. So to those who will manage to get to the Philippines, you will be quarantined for 10 days. And the other 4 days, you will do a home quarantine when you get to your LGU and to your designated provinces or cities you're going. We have a lot of comments from my previous vlog. I'll just like to say thank you very much for taking the time leaving us a comment so that other people can also read about your stories and also your thoughts and what you think of what's going on. And also thank you so much to the new subscribers we have, and also to those who made an effort to give us a like. Thank you so much. So I'll just like to share what I think about this quarantine thing after vaccination. I just had my first dose of vaccine last week. So I'm gonna get my second Pfizer vaccine just before we're going to the Philippines. Anyway guys, I never had a flu vaccine in my life. This is my very first time, and I wasn't willing to do it, but we haven't have that much choice when you are traveling back to the Philippines. There's a lot of cases in the Philippines compared here in Australia, so I decided to have a vaccine, and also my husband. I'd just like to share with you guys our stories. This is our number 7 attempt. We had been trying to get to the Philippines since April and always have flight cancellation. So anyway, we're supposed to be in Cebu this morning, but our flight got cancelled, and hopefully in 2.5 weeks time, just keep our fingers crossed, our flight will go ahead. If our flight didn't get cancelled in the first place, we wouldn't have the chance to with the vaccine, and getting a vaccine in the Philippines would be so difficult. And I'd seen a lot of foreign vloggers in the Philippines actually leaving, going back to their countries to get vaccinated and hoping to get back to the Philippines once the country is open for tourism. Also, I would like to share also what I think. I'm not an expert, but this is what I think. It should not only applies for people that have been vaccinated in the Philippines. It should be international, because the vaccine in the Philippines anyway came from overseas, came from China, we know, US. It should be treated as, not just been vaccinated in the Philippines. And also, once it's been vaccinated, it should only be quarantined for 1 day to allow them to decontaminate themselves, go and have a shower, change your clothes, put new clothes on before they can go and mingle with the community. because like we know, to those who had been vaccinated before you've been given the vaccine, they will explain it to you, information like first dose, it will prevent you from dying from this virus, and then the second dose, it will prevent you from getting the virus. So anyway guys, so I got my first dose and Brian too, and we will get our second dose soon also before we leave. Sad to say our daughter is too young to get the vaccine because she's only 13, so it's not suitable for children yet. So I just like to share it with you guys. We know that tourist visa or foreigners holding tourist visa are not allowed to enter the Philippines. Even here in Australia, our border is closed for international tourists, except tourists from New Zealand. So it's not just the Philippines whose border are still closed for tourism. I'm sure there's other countries except Australia and the Philippines. So anyway guys, we just hope that having a vaccine will solve this situation. And also I'll just like to share also guys, when the IATF announced that people arriving in the Philippines who had been vaccinated in the Philippines will undergo 7-day quarantine, I just felt like, is the vaccine is really that effective in the Philippines? And I don't really want to say much, but we need to encourage people to get a vaccine. We don't want them to think that, oh, why do they need to quarantine for 7 days? So what's the point of getting a vaccine if you're still gonna get put in a quarantine for that long? Because that's what I felt like when I was reading that article, that fully vaccinated will still need to be quarantined for 7 days. I felt like, so what's the point of getting a vaccine then? But here in Australia, I don't feel that way because we don't wear a mask and a face shield. We just follow protocols, wash your hands properly, and also like avoid partying. So anyway guys, that's all for tonight. And if you do like this video guys, don't forget to give us a like. And if you have stories you would like to share, please leave us a comment. We love stories from you guys. We would like to know also your stories so that other people can read. And if you have any ideas or maybe thoughts, what you think, please drop us a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click that red button below that says subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell button next to it. Thank you so much guys for watching. I'll keep you up to date once we get more information from the Bureau of Immigration in the Philippines. And that's all for tonight. Bye for now.